Hello, good evening. This is ThePapare.com live from Lorna Place. It's an unfamiliar surrounding for the police. As we see, Kandy has got the first poise on the board. Sorry about the delay. My apologies. Sasika Jayawardena, the flank forward, number 60, number 16, just scored for the Kandy to open the scoring after police have absolutely put pressure on Kandy, sniffing their goal line but not putting points on the board. And so police one try down with the conversion to come. Osam Viratna. It's a touchline conversion. If he makes it good, it's 5 points to Kandy. This evening joined by young Hisham. Hisham, your thoughts about the game so far?
Thank you, Chair. It's been a bit of sloppy play from both sides, but good pressure from police on Kandy. But some opportunistic play from Kandy coming down and Sasika Jayawardena touching down on the right flank over there. And I believe the conversion didn't go through, and we are back at the 50 meters for Samantha Lakshan to kick us off. It's overcast conditions today and a bit of a slight breeze as well, so it's not that too humid or too hot for the boys in the middle. That's a ruck there at about 35 meters down. Kandy has secured the ball. It's a bit slow coming out of there though. And finally crisply their flanker struggling through that defensive line of police. Good pass to Fazil and then back to Omar. Oh, the Kenyan gets a bit of a dunk down to the dirt there. Again, good one on the idol to Gayan Viratna to Lavangapera. Good hands from him. And then he comes down here at the 40-meter line. Recycle ball again to Viratna. Dimitri going through the middle again. Flicks it back though, and it's a knock-on though. Scheduled from referee Dinimal. Bit of heat coming from both sides. I think both sides are eager to prove themselves today. So, yeah. Referee calls for a scrum, I believe. And stoppage play there, I think injury time. The Kandy hooker, I believe. Damit Disanaik, an ex-Trintian boy. Now with a problem with, I think, his ankle. Sorry for the delay again. He just had a bit of technical difficulties, but it's all sorted out now. I hope you guys are getting live pictures here from Longdon Place. Police versus Kandy. Referee calls time on again. Down for a scrum. Scrummaging from both sides has been good. I think Kandy has been having the advantage though. So the powerhouse back there. Panchanaik, Damit and Kishore Jehan doing the hard work in the middle. Again driving up, but police secure the ball. Filimon Seru going through, busting through, and he just lost the ball a bit forward there, but no. The police number 15 running down the flank, and he gets stopped near the 5-meter Kandy line. Pressure from police coming through. And I think Kandy got get out of jail card there. They just caught them, police caught them napping and just went down the right hand flank. Nigel with the penalty kick and makes a little headway. Just outside the 22-meter line, maybe about 25 there. Oh, apparently play gets called back. Oh, okay. The police charge the kicker 10 meters in front there. And Nigel gets another go. Better angle there and makes a little bit more headway. So about 35 meters down the Kandy side. Referee Dinimal having a little bit of a chat with the police fullback, trying to stay on his feet when he goes down to the break ground. Damit with the throw in. And not straight, called by Dinimal. And scrum down to police. Check.
They just, police keeper Ashan Gomez saw the opening, saw the outside, but just didn't have the legs to carry him through. And the Kandy, I would say that flank forward, the savior, number 7, Chris Cleat, once again coming in there to save the try. Lakshan to intercede the gap, taken a good tap. Police are moving, quick ball to upside. Naulu, the highest try scorer this season. He's a well-marked person. Referee has him having his hand out for an offense. Philippe to Virat Kodi. I think he's been in the back for the penalty offense, and police should go for those 3 points. It's 5 points down, or is it a scrum down? Will it say the penalty or did it say scrum? His signal was initially for a penalty. Confusion all around. Oh yes, it's a scrummage. It's a scrum. The referee foxed out totally, and the bench too, because they rushed the kicking tee onto the field, thinking it was a 3-pointer. Fortunately, not to be. Kandy's back is putting every bit of pressure on the police. That's experience. That's experience. You take the front row, Marja off the to Ratwat and Nigel, still keeping position. Nigel still keep position. Coming on the sides, definitely referee is going to blow for that. That's another penalty. Police have been very, very guilty of giving more penalties than any other team this season, because they have always given. Referee Dinimal having a word with Gomez. There's no point putting pressure. You got to pressurize the scoreboard and see that the scorer changes, keep changing the score. And Kandy will be very tough in time to come, because once they settle down, and as you said, it's a bit cooler, and that is to their liking.
That's right, Changa. We have a 50-meter line out there and Kandy ball. Having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Just do bear with us. Goes to Dimitri there and then works it out to Fazil. Center hit there, right through the middle, bust through. Dimitri Vijay. He gets stopped there, halfway down there, inside the 22. Going to the left-hand flank there, and ruck formed just outside the 22. Recycle ball from Veeratna, from Fazil to Omar, who gets tackled in a big bundle over there. Again to the right-hand flank, but police are scrambling their defensive lines. Onto Lavanga Pereira on the right-hand corner there, just tackled. I think the police have turned out today and they're dishing in all the hard tackles and stopping all the boys there. Oscar Omar through the middle, going down. on the right hand side. And then scored by Christopher Cleet, their South African flanker. A brilliant support play. This boy has been doing this throughout the season for Kandy. We saw him do a spectacular try down in Velisara against Navy a couple of weeks ago. And I think he just knows the try line. Christopher Cleet coming from the Sharks Academy, I believe, down in Durban in South Africa. And over here in Sri Lanka for this season with the Kandy Sports Club. The center combination of Gan Weeratna and Oscar Omar doing some damage today. Oscar doing what he's meant to, just driving hard through the middle, evading, pushing off some defenders, and then recycle ball off to just being Christopher Cleet being at the right time and right place and good support play, and finally touching down on the left hand side. Weeratna with the kick. Bit of a hard one from the left hand side. And it's through. Assistant referees calls it, goes through the uprights. It was a tough kick to nail, but Roshan, being the experienced campaigner he is, slots it through like a pro. Back at the halfway line for the police kickoff, and Kandy is up 12-0, I believe. Back to Weeratna, and then kicks out. So we have a police line out at somewhere around 35 meters. Let's see what police makes out of this. They need to score, they need to show some points on the board while they are in the Kandy half. Police with the throw in, and oh, it's a bit of a stop there. Maybe a bit of a knock on, not sure, but Kandy retains the ball, and then Fazil flung the ball out back to Omar. And he just stands on his feet and just goes through. Lavanga with a chip kick in front, but Apisai collects it, bangs right into him, fights his way through a couple of defenders and goes to ground. Recycle ball from Hashan, and police hits up the middle but gets caught by a wall of defenders from Kandy. Kick through front, but nobody chasing. Sloppy now, all the way down to the deadline. He should not have kicked that. He should have retained possession there. Just when the pressure was being piled on by police. Bit of an unforced error there. But we're back to the 40-meter line, and for scrum down. I believe it's a Kandy put in at the scrum. Weeratna to do, slot it into the middle, and then ball out to Marja, back to Omar again, hitting it up through the middle. Yeah, they need to recycle this ball quickly. Dimitri, big hit as always, can expect that from the lock forward. And referee calls an offense again and says both teams guilty of it, not staying at their feet at the breakdown to secure the ball. You have to stay on your feet. It's a rule that's been policed throughout the rugby world these days, and many players are guilty of it. Touch kick coming from Apisai, but collected from Lavanga, and on the counter attack, steps around Heshan Gunaratna and goes through. The ball was kicked out of the 22 on the full. So I believe, sorry, no, it was a knock on. And referee calls for a scrum. Apparently referee Dinimal wants to have a chat with the police lock forward and the Kandy lock forward as well. I guess a bit of heat going on in the middle, a bit of a battle between the two locks. You need to maintain and compose yourself in the middle out there, even though it's a hard game. Scrum to Kandy, and it comes up. Taken quickly, but police managed to secure that ball and then kick it out from Ramanga to Nigel Ratwatta. Tries to recycle the ball back. I think that was a bit of a knock on there, but has referee seen it? Yep. Calls for a scrum. Kandy ball there. No. Penalty, sorry. Marja with the clearance kick and goes deep into, no, sorry. So the Kandy progress to the police, inside the police 50, somewhere in the 33 meter margin, I suppose. Damit with the throw in. Oh, go down the blind side, but bundled into touch there. But referee Dinimal blows his whistle for obstruction. Bit of sloppy play from both sides, Changa, don't you think?
Yeah, that was a well executed ploy by Kandy, but I don't know what happened with the penalty coming in for obstruction. I don't know how that obstruction came about, because there was a ploy that was tap off the line out, and you move left and move right. And obstructions coming in, I can't understand, because it becomes open play once the ball had left the line of touch. But I must be fair, but I just couldn't see it proper.
That's true. And I believe a free kick for police, for I guess from Kandy for delaying, and then it's charged down again. And referee stops play again, calls for a scrum to police. Surprising to see a bit of cramp out there, but both teams have been running really hard out there today. And being Sri Lankan conditions, humidity factor is quite high, so you do tend to sweat a lot more. It's all about getting your fitness up during pre-season and then maintaining it throughout the season that you're playing. Players being suspended for a bit to tend to the injured police player who's down on the ground.
The last time the scores that I heard was at Valisar, Navy 15 to Army's 3 points so far. So it's 12 points to nothing, as we see some attention to the player on the ground. And it's 17-3 at Valisara. And of course, if you want, you can get that game on too on ThePapare.com. And we are back here. Come down to police. Number 8, Philly. To Lakshan. To Apasai. Apasai clears the line. Very guilty of not finding touch. But this time he finds touch. Will Navy Kandy go for the quick throw in? No, the ball has. They have decided against it. At last, police have found touch, because they have been very vulnerable, guilty of not finding touch, and twice they put the ball into full and into the dead ball area. So these things will cost, because they should remember that they are playing against Kandy, and that's a champion team. I mean, they have been champions for a long time till Havelocks came and stole it, and then Navy stole it from Havelocks. But they have been a team that has never always taken a step forward rather than back.
Dimitri busting through the middle. Oscar Oma goes right through the middle. Stepping one, stepping two. And then gets finally dragged down to the turf. Recycle ball from Virat. No, he goes on his own. He had the support, should not have done that. Chris Cleat again. The forwards inching up. And Viratna marshalling his boys. Another hit near the rock area. And then Viratna decides to move it out to Marja, and then Omar. Oh, sorry. And the ball stolen from police. Samantha Lakshan. Another step. 1, 2. Kicks it. Chips it in front. And it's a chase between him and Lavangapera. Lavangapera gets it at first. Slips through Apisai and Lakshan and then gets tackled. But recycle ball from Kandy. Rock form. And Viratna brings it out to Fazil. Fazil with a kick ahead. Looking for distance. But no, police comes it through and then puts it down to space. But Nigel running back to secure that ball with Heshan after him as well. And a clearance coming from Ratwatta. A good 40 meters from him. So once again, Kandy managed to get themselves out of trouble. Line out to police with a throw in from them. Goes to Ramesh Archige, but gets stolen from Kandy, who are working the ball through, but then Gayan kicks it ahead, stopped by Randa Virakodi, but police retain the ball and they move ahead. Quick ball from Lakshan to the forward, who hits it through. And referee holds out, an arm out for an offense. Ruck form he calls, ruck form. You can't put your hands in there. So police get a penalty. I believe Rizwan Meedni has been put into the park and the scrum has been replaced. Meedin used to play for Havelock Sports Club, I think last year and the year before. Former Pete Wright. Play has been stopped for another injury. Police player down, being attended to. And I believe Apisai Nagaliva is taking a kick at goal. That's what they should do. They should try to get points on the board and move ahead from there. At least something to carry on for the next half and work hard at it. Hello?
I'm surprised the scoreboard reached 12 points to Kandy. They should have had at least about another 3 tries in front. As 15, if the conversions don't go through, there have been 27 points in front. And because they have been attacking. They've not been, the last passes, the last decisions have been not so good. But as we see upper side to open the scoring for police, it's 12 points to nothing. It's a long kick. He has the distance. He's fallen short. He had the direction. Christopher touches down in defense. There are a few minutes to go in for half time. As we see a substitution taking place. Part of the Pirish, the former Pete Wright, taking the place of Iranda Virakodi. I'm sure about that. Virakodi must be coming out. Yes, he still haven't come out. So at the moment, technically, police. Oh, it's Varnapura. My apologies. Varnapura. Pranita Varnapura. Police on the attack. Numbers to upper side. The pass went behind, but police still have possession. Penalty. Absolutely. I just can't understand police doing all the work of the attack but not being disciplined. That's the key word. You got to be disciplined. You got to stay on your feet. Rugby is played on your feet. And that's the other score what Kandy has. They find touch. And police have been very vulnerable, very weak on finding touch. As the scores read 12 points nothing. And I said earlier, police are very lucky to be only 12 points down. That's two scoring opportunities to be in front.
True, Changa. Line out, taken over by Kandy. And then kick through and knocked back from the Kandy player. Recycle ball there. And rock form. 38 meters from the Kandy line. Kandy still in possession. Forwards hitting up. Referee has seen something though. Apparently that was shoulder charge there by the police player, and referee gives, I believe that's Romesh. No, sorry. Prop forward. I think it's Gayan Udara who was yellow carded for a shoulder charge on the Kandy player. Definitely, that was not a tackle, so well deserved. Fazil takes a quick tap, hands it off to Dansha. Roshan with the recycle to Kishore Jehan. Skip pass to Oscar Omar. North to Gayan Veeratna, who's making headway. And then police managed to somehow thwart that attempt from Kandy, and then Kandy recycle the ball again there. And referee blows whistle again for an infringement. Calls back play for an offense from police, I believe, and Kandy up for the points. At this point, I think they'd go for the points, but they had plenty of scoring opportunities. They keep finding themselves in the police half, but the finishing touches, that's just not there. The last passes that need to be done, which you'd expect from an experienced side that Kandy is. Veeratna with the attempt at goal. And it's through the upright, so Kandy adds 3 points to the scoreboard, and it's 15-0, and referee blows half time.
It's half-time scores 15 points to nothing. Yet police have not scored anything. It's at half-time 15 points to nil. As we go into half-time, it has been not an exciting evening, but having said that, police had opportunities to put points on the board at least once, but Kandy had about 5 of those, but they just couldn't. The last pass didn't go to hand. As you see in the pictures, a lovely remote control robo. I'm sure police is hovering over the police players there. I'm sure he must be giving some instructions to the police team how to stop Kandy, not more than scoring, how to stop them. And thank you very much, as I will have to leave, and I'll leave it to the two brothers to continue with the commentaries. Don't go.
Thank you, Chenga. Yes, we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes time after half time, and catch up with you guys then. It's 15-0 at Longdon Place to Kandy SC. await more pictures from the www.papare.com. Okay. Just about to start the second half with Kandy waiting for the kickoff, playing from the left of your screen to the right. Police to receive the ball. Fazil Marja with the kickoff, and we have kickoff from Marja and then collected by Randavira Kodi and clears it to about 30 meters into touch. I mean, it's Kandy put in the line out, and as Damit Dasanayaka walks up to take the throw. Viratan to Marja to Gayan Viratan back to Christoph Klee. Rock farm, quick recycle ball again there, and then Manchanayaka with a hard hit on the right hand side. Recycle ball again to Marja to Oscar Oma, the Kenyan. Oh, good tackle coming in from the police player. I believe that was Apisai Nagaleva, forcing the knock on from Oscar Oma. Clearly a marked man on the park today. Live pictures coming from www.thepapare.com. I have Shahim Singalaksana with me here. Shahim, what do you think of the game so far?
Good evening, Sham. Bit of an ordinary game today. Expected more from both sides, especially Kandy, having a lead of only 15 points at the break-off stroke of half-time. It looks like Christopher Klee has caught a bit of an injury. I'm sure it'll concern the Kandy staff, Jam. Would be interesting to see the battle at center field now. Apisai for Police versus Oscar Uma for Kandy.
Chris was down for a little while, but he's up again. Wants to go on. The hard South African. Scrum down to Police. And from Filimoni, Seru running up through the middle again. The boy keeps doing that the entire day, but he just needs some support players from his side. Referee calls for infringement. And apparently holding on by the police player when he hits the ground. He has to let go of the ball. Basic errors there from police, resulting in a penalty for Kandy, with Marja taking the kick and makes good headway into the police half. Just inside the police 22, a good attacking option for Kandy. Let's see what they make out of it. They have been at the doors, as they would say, of police the entire game. Just couldn't finish off certain moves, though. Christopher Klee Seems like he's struggling a bit, but wanting to go on. Kandy with the throw in, collected again, and forming a maul there, driving up some of the police players a bit offside there, coming round, but Kandy keep securing it and driving through. Referee Didimal has the arm out for an infringement, and ball goes to ground and referee blows for a penalty for coming around the side by police. So Kandy ball there. Oh, some bit of a battle going on in the middle, heated argument there. Just want to check if the shirt collars are, not terrible. But referee sorts it out. And Meaden. Okay, referee calls the captains through, I believe. And Iranda putting handing out a hand of peace there. And we come back to the original offense there, coming around the side by the police players. Kick to touch by Fazil, about 10 meters outside the police try line. An ideal attacking opportunity for Kandy. Disanaika up to the second row, and again the Kandy Mall founds around, keeps going forward. Now it's brought down to ground, and the forwards hitting up. Forward hit. Another forward hit by Sashika Vijayawardena. And police managed to hold him up. Then goes to ground. Kandy needs to recycle this ball quickly. That's it. And then another hit by the Kandy forwards. But the police defense has been strong there and towards the Kandy attempt. And referee call blows them for being off their feet at the breakdown. Both teams have been guilty of this throughout the game. And police get out of jail there. Free card. Sorry?
Yes, Isham. Kandy should have worked the ball there. You could see that the police players were dragging into the ruck. They were all being sucked in by the Kandy forwards. Ideally, that's the time when Roshan Veeranda should just work the ball out. There were players outside, the likes of Gayam Veeratna and Christopher Cleet too. They are joining the line. But missed opportunity for Kandy. Samantha Lakshan getting police out of jail there. Meeting. Ruck center field for police there. Meeting putting a box kick. Not high enough. Coming under is Roshan Veeratna. Good collection by him. Cleat sending it wide to Veeratna. Kandy looking to attack, cover ruck. Veeratna. Manchanayaka going in there for ruck again. To Marija on the blind side. Uma showing and going through the middle goes Uma. Offloads to the forward, but knocked on there by the hooker. Good passage play there by the Kandy player.
Referee has seen an offense there. I believe it was a high tackle by the police player by Devinder Prasad. Kandy player seems to be on the ground. I think it's Shashika Vijayawardena who's on the ground. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Shashika Jayawardena who's on the ground. He got clipped by Devendra Prasad there on an illegal tackle. The police center coming in, trying to save that try, but might have gotten him 10 minutes in the bin for that. Shachika still on the maintains on the ground. The medical staff seems to get up again. He seems to be okay. These boys have a long season to go. This is the second round in the Dialog Rugby A Division League matches. And they seem to be taking him out. No, he wants to remain. Now he wants to remain on the ground, but he doesn't seem to be right. He seems a bit concussed, in my opinion, because he doesn't walk steady. Doing the rightful thing there, medical staff taking him out. Asita Ratnayaka coming in for Kandy, the replacement there. Good game by Sachika Jarwardana. You can hear the applause from the Kandy supporters, but the battle is not over yet. So scrum. To Kandy. Viratna with the put-in. Steadied at the back by Sean Vijay Singer. Quick ball out. No. Goes by himself and rock down there. Kandy forwards keep inching through. A bit of hands there, but Dinimal holds a hand out for an infringement. Ruck form again called there, so hands in the ruck. Taken quickly and gets tackled just about a few meters in front of the try line. Kandy putting pressure on the police try line there, but police equally up to their defensive works. And again, Kandy guilty of being off their feet at the breakdown. We've said this throughout the game. Both teams have been guilty of it. They just haven't been able to stand on their feet, and then Apisai puts a kick deep down into just inside the Kandy 50-meter line. Lamanga Pera with some stepping one, stepping two, and then gets caught finally. Then comes down just in front of the 40-meter line of police. Quick recycle ball, Marija to Kishore Jahan. Kishore Jahan running up the middle. Oh, just passes to Manchanaika, but knocked forward there. Oh, no. Referee says offside. And police come away with the ball. It's a penalty to police, and Samantha Lakshan kicks it to touch inside the Kandy half. Police has had a bit of ball time this game, but they just haven't been able to convert it into points. They had a bit of opportunities in the first half, but just couldn't find the try line or convert the points. And police number 8 Filimoni Seru coming off. Tanuja Senaviratna coming in for that's a bad pass by Meedin, again collected to Apisai, who pushes himself through the middle. Recycle ball again, and we have Richard Lawson as well as a replacement. Ball again stolen by Kandy. Omar comes off with it back to Roshan Veeratna, to Kishore Jahan, out wide to A box kick ahead, but Richard Lawson back in the middle for police. Pass, oh bad pass, big mistake there by Richard Lawson. You can see the first points coming in the second half under the sticks by Lavanga Pereira being there. A bit of amazing play to be there at the right time, the right place, picking it up on Richard Lawson's mistake there and then touching down under the post. This should be an easy conversion kick for Roshan. Oh no. See, Marija is stepping up to take the drop kick. The Sevens captain. Sri Lanka Sevens captain. Used to the drop goals more than I suppose place kicking. Slots it through the middle. So Kandy is up 22 points to nil. Kandy capitalized in there on the police forward's mistake. Sorry, he'd be kicking himself tonight for that. Right, Shine?
Yes, Isham. Lawson, the New Zealander, coming in and making a mistake just after 5 minutes, and thus allowing Lavanga Pereira, who's had a really good game, to score right under the post. He's been making some good attacking runs from the very first minute of this game. Lawson again to kick off. Police have managed to get into good attacking positions in the Kandy half. However, the silly errors, especially at the ruck. Number 8 for police. Running off the back, putting a small chip kick. Running. Apologizing for the poor pictures. But it seems that police have got themselves a penalty in front of the post, 22 meters away. Ref having a word with the judge. Lakshan has opted to go for the points. Filimoni Seru, who was replaced by a player before, he's in now for Apisai, who has had a blood injury. Lakshan. Kicking for goal. Penalty just 22 meters away. Looks good. And through it goes. 3 points. First points for police today. And the score is 22 points to 3 in favor of Kandy. Apisai is back in after stopping himself rather from the blood injury. He has worked really hard for police today, making those brilliant runs midfield. And here comes The Here comes the replacement of a Kandy. Korapungi, the Tongan, coming in there. Marija kicked off. Cleaned up by the police forwards. Meeting to Lakshan. Lakshan showing an opting to run there, but being caught by the Kandy forwards. Meeting again to Apisai. Apisai putting in a big boot there. A big high ball. Chased by Lawson. Lavangapera brought down. Roshan putting a small chip there on the blind side. No one chasing though for Kandy. Police player cleaning up and losing the ball. Referee Demon playing advantage for Kandy. Roshan Veeratna to Marija. Oma running back into traffic. Pushing off 1, 2, and here he goes. Setting up a rock is Oma. It's ideal if Kandy could work the line now. Pongi. First touch for him. Running through the middle is Pongi. Such power and pace. Still going, still going. Police finding it really hard to bring him down. The big Tongan. Roshan Veerathan, small chip ahead. Collected by Uma. And Uma scores on the right wing for Kandy. Good play there by Kandy Isham. Roshan Veerathan spotting a small gap there and putting a small chip ball in.
Experience coming through there by Roshan. He spotted the gap there and then put the chip in through, and then the chasers, he knew that the chasers were coming through, and Oscar Omar gets there and then jumps, leaps up into the air like a gazelle and grabs it out and then dots down there on the try there, resulting with a try for Kandy there. Looks like Kandy has woken up there now and slowly start to make headway. Going to be a bit of a difficult conversion for Roshan though. Let's see the impact of Kyoto Pongi, the Japanese Tongan. Plays his club rugby in Japan, of Tongan descent though. Mountain of a man, just slotting, pushing away defenders and gaining ground. Got stopped a bit there by Apisai, but then got up and went again. The kick going astray by Veeratna, and play is about to start. 27-3 here at Longdon Place. Live pictures coming to you on www.thepapare.com. Lawson about to kick off for police with Kandy receiving the ball. Kicks deep onto the left flank. Recovered by Kandy. Pungi coming through again. A busting run from him again. Recycled by Roshan to Marja. Marja kicks ahead. Spots the space, but Heshan coming back as well. It might be a bit too much. And the ball goes dead. So play comes all the way back to where it was kicked from. Gunaratna having the knowledge to let the ball just go into dead, knowing very well that the play would go all the way back to where it was kicked from. So it's scrum down to police. Kishore Jehan coming out. Police ball, police put in come off. Collected by the number 8. Vastru seems to be... No, referee says go on, play on. Turned over by Kandy. Kandy with the ball. Manager running through. Draws his man off to Pongi. Pongi shoves away. Oh no. Stopped by Apisai. Referee spots an infringement there. Coming in from the side, I believe, by the Kandy player in the ruck. No, sorry, no. Tackler not releasing, I believe, was the call. Samantha Lakshan with the clearance kick. Fails to find touch again, collected by Nigel. Passes off to Dansha. Picked up by Dimitri. Recycle ball again. Rock formed in the middle there. To Fazil. Nigel. Omar. Nicely Nigel drew the player. And he loses the ball there. He just could not secure. Should have secured the ball or drawn his man and passed it off to Pongi, who was coming on his right hand side with support. These little errors. That's what Kandy has been rude with the entire day. They just haven't had that finishing touches. Last bit of passes. Little bit of unforced errors. Referee calls for the injured player who's down in near the 50-meter line to be taken out of the field. He wants the play to resume. And now he stops time. I know he's telling him to take the player out. Wants to keep the game flowing. So, a defensive scrum to police. About 15 meters from their try line. Police with the feed in, a collapse scrum there. Bit dangerous going down like that. Players need to keep themselves level. Scrum gets reset. The players go again. Police with the ball feed in. Collected by the police number 8, but then ball out. No, tries to run on his own. He gets caught there, held up by the Kandy players. Police says, go on, play on, play on. And finally, oh, the ball just comes out there, the back door. Kandy ball though, Marja to Kandy player hold on, advantage, referee holds on. Oh, referee calls for tackler not releasing the player. Quick tap taken there. And no, play gets called back. We've been having a bit of start and stop play in the second half. A lot of injuries coming through as well. Second half has been a bit more interesting than the first, Shahim, don't you think?
It's definitely Sham. Players like Pongi coming in and making the game very exciting, I must say. Roshan now to convert the penalty. Ratna. Through the middle it goes. No problem at all for him. Score is 30 points to 3 in favor of Kandy. Kandy just easily drifting away with this game now. Looks like police have just sort of given up. Sean Vijay Singh, as you could see, making all the right decisions for Kandy, leading the pack and the line. Cleaned by the Kandy forwards. Veeratna putting a box kick there, high up in the air. Police player coming under it. Should I pass? Danush taking the player down. Dayan to Muhammad Ali, who runs through. Is the Antonian hooker. Marija spotting a gap and putting the kick. Chasing is Oscar Omar. Can he get there? Lawson cleaning up though. Oscar trying to catch Lawson. putting him down and going for the ball. Has he turned it over? No, he hasn't. Meeting. Marija coming under the ball, cleaning it up. Popping it to Nigel. Nigel sending it wide. To Oshan. Oshan Pereira. Showing and going, scoring under the post is Oshan Pereira for Kandy. He joined the line there, collecting the ball from Fazil Marija. Stepping his way, and through the post he goes, Hisham.
That was a spectacular try, a bit of individual brilliance there by Oshan Pereira, but good skill from Fazil Marja, knowing that even though he did get pummeled there a bit, but he managed to get the ball away to Oshan, and finally proving fruitful for Kandy with another try, with the conversion to come by Roshan Veeratna. So it's right now it's 35-3 to Kandy Sports Club, with the kick to come. Veeratna lines up that kick. Sri Lanka scrum half as well. And it's through the uprights, so it comes to 37-3 here at Longdon Place, with Kandy easily pulling ahead in the game, against Police Sports Club, who had a bit of chances here and there, just couldn't provide the finishing touches there. They just need to come up with something better if they want to really challenge sides like Kandy Sports Club. We have the restart. Was the man taken out there in there? No, just fell wrong. The box kick from Veeratna, but the Kandy players caught offside for being in front of the kicker, and Police gets a penalty there. Be interesting to see what they'd opt to. Samantha Lakshan looks to go to touch. Gets a clearance finally. They have also been guilty of not finding touch at crucial points during the day, especially when they were supposed to get out of their own half there. Just outside few meters outside the Kandy. 22. Waiting for the line out. Police secure. Oh no, he knocks it on. And advantage to Kandy. He works it wide. Passes to Oscar Omar. Goes through the middle, him on himself. Rock farm in the middle. Stolen there by the Police player. Oh! And ball seems a bit of sloppy play from both sides, but Kandy managed to get the ball. And Osha charged down there. Collected by Lawson for Police. And Police hits it up middle. Forwards working hard, going on the blind side. Numbers though. Ball is slow coming out of the ruck there. Meet into Lawson to Samantha Lakshan, which is a grubber kick in front. Collects it from himself. Just no support though. Nigel comes off with it. Seems to be coming round. Kicks it ahead with Heshan Guratna coming back. Collects it there and then gets tackled by Ransha. Lets go of the ball. Picks it up again. Very, very good knowledge there of the rules to do that. Most players would just hold on to once they hit the ground there. Filimoni Seru, the kick ahead though, and finds touch just outside the 40-meter line for Police, with Kandy to throw in. As we see Fazil Malja coming off and Arshad Jamaldeen coming on for Kandy Sports Club. Jamaldeen, the ex-royalist and royal captain. Replacing Fazil Marja for the fly-half berth. Kandy secures their own line out off to Jamaldeen, who puts a hit to Pongi. Pongi comes through the middle, gets tackled by two. Recycle ball again. Collection by Jamaldeen. Jamaldeen, Ratwat to Oshan. And then back to Danshab. Recycle ball. Sorry, that was Lavanga Pereira. And ball is being held up and finally comes to ground. Play on calls, referee. Police comes away with that, but a knock on though. So referee Dinimal calls for a scrum, I believe. Interesting passage of play from both sides there. Scrum to Kandy with Veeratna to feed in. Scrummaging has been good today, but box kick ahead, chip kick, no, and it goes to touch. Mistake there from Roshan. Very unusual of him. But I believe there was a touch from the police players, so Kandy gets a put in at the line out. That's Nayaka to his lock. Lock tries to go on his own. He was looking for support there, but nobody was there, so decided to go by himself. Quick pass to Jamaldeen, a big inside. Oh, intercepted there by the police player who can't seem to find. Oh, he finds support. Just keep on going. Holding tackler, not releasing the player there. So police gets a penalty. For the clearance and gets good headway into just outside the about 10 meters outside the Kandy try line. Police needs to score. They need to come away with some form of points at this game. Give themselves a bit of confidence moving on to the rest of the league. Police with the throw in and they retain it. Form a maul. Keep driving forward a bit. Finally comes to ground. But no. Ball still in play for the police. It's slow coming out of the ruck there. Gets shoved back hard, tackling by the Kandy defense. Managing to keep police at bay. Inches ahead, inching forward. Will police capitalize from here? Keeping on driving forward. Oh, okay. Referee calls back for a scrum. Held up, I believe. No, sorry. Referee calls for a 5-meter scrum there. Police ball. Another substitute coming in on for Kandy. Now we get Kishore Jahan getting back because of an injury. Sorry, no, Tilna Vijay Singh coming on for Kandy Sports Club. So both teams introducing some substitute players in the second half. Meeting with the Putin. Police secure that scrum. Works it out wide to Lawson, the New Zealander. He just goes straight to ground. Ball is coming slow out of that ruck there. They need to be a bit more faster. They need to recycle that ball quicker. Another bit of hard tackling there by the Kandy defense. The defensive efforts have been really, really good today. Working wide. Long cutout pass to Gunaratna, who gets tackled there. Leaves the ball behind him. So play does continue. Gets held up by Pongi there with great strength by that man. And referee calls hands in the ruck. So Kandy ball with Vijay Singh to kick for clearance and manages to come inside the police 40-meter line, maybe about 37 meters, 36 meters. Spoiled opportunity there by police. They were in the Kandy 22 and they just couldn't capitalize there. Bit of disorganized. They seemed a bit disorganized there and they didn't really have a game plan. You need to be on top of your game, especially playing with teams like Kandy Sports Club, the champion sides. Kandy secures their line out. Viratna to Jamaldin. Jamaldin to the Pongi. Pongi inside ball to Ali, I believe. Rock form in the middle. Work the blind. Dimitri. Hit up through. Finally gets dragged down to ground. Again. Now one of the Pereira twins. Hard defense. They are running into a brick wall there of the police defense. Ball slow coming out of to Ratwater. Goes down blind. He managed to retain the ball. And then now assistant judge has called touch. So play will come all the way back to the touch line. We all thought that we're gonna run away try it again. So touch. Line out to police. Referee Dinimal stops the clock for an injury. And I believe play will resume now. Police player up. Police retain the ball, median to Lakshan. The kick ahead, sliced that though. In the air, very well collected by the Kandy player. Pongi quickly again to Roshan. Roshan with a chip kick ahead. Vijay Singh chasing. And it just outruns all of them into touch. It'll be line out just inside the 22 to police, a defensive line out for them. Had good passages of play on both sides, just was not bearing any fruits for them though. Kandy surely coming off, being the better side there. A long throw from the line out, secured by the police player. Works it out. Pilimoni with the kick again. Not how we wanted. Vijay Singh making a mistake there of letting that ball bounce. You should never let the high ball bounce. Chip kick ahead by Dansha, collected by Meaden, evaded by the police player, gets tackled by 3 players there. Definitely going to feel that in the morning. Shouts of offside from the police bench, but not really sure if that's true. Again, they are guilty of going off their feet at the breakdown. We said it throughout the game here. Both teams have been doing it. These are technical things that you learn. Unforced errors. And Kandy up for a kick at goal, with Jamaldin taking up the kick. The game is pretty much in the bag for Kandy Sports Club, Shaheen.
This is a job well done for Kandy today. They have been very composed. They had a rough beginning to the game. Police looked like they were gonna put some really good pressure on Kandy, but regardless of all that, Kandy have managed to come out on top. Especially should mention Christopher Cleet, who had an amazing game today, playing as a flank. He was good over the ball. He was always there at Brux, cleaning out the ball. Jamaldin. He's got the distance, but not the direction. Goes away to the left. And that is it for today. Kandy Sports Club coming up with a win with the score of 37 points to 3. Good play from them. It was a team effort. Sean Vijay Singh leading the side really well. Players with the likes of Christopher Cleet, Oscar Uma, and Pongi, who had a crucial impact on the second half. The 3 foreigners playing a really good game with the likes of Lavanga Pereira and Dimitri, who have also had a really good game. All in all, a gallant team effort by Kandy, and they are right on top, proving yet again that they are here to play, they are here to retain their lost glory, and they are here to win the Dialog League. Police have a lot to learn. It's a good learning experience for them, and hopefully they'll be able to put up a better performance next week. That is it, folks. Pictures bringing to you live from www.ThePapare.com. This is Hisham and Shahim Singhlaksana signing off for today. Have a good night.